Good evening and welcome to Transfixed, the channel with an unlimited free trial. Tonight we're taking a look at the Magic Square Red Cannon, which looks a lot like a Transformer character. Suspiciously like, what's that one? Sideswipe, I think. Might be a coincidence, but this is clearly the Magic Square Brobdingnag Red Cannon. Pretty cool little toy. I don't like this logo though, it's very unsettling. But he came out better than I expected. So let's take a look at him. He comes with this lovely box, and I mean better than I expected, because if you look at these pictures here, they're the same ones I saw online when I was looking at the site where I wanted to order them from, which was TF Direct, by the way. And the wheels aren't painted, but when I got them in hand, the wheels are painted silver. So nice, I didn't have to do that myself. And what else? Maybe that was it, but that was a nice little surprise. He also comes with this little collector card, just like the Masterpiece figures do, except it's small, because he's small, so it makes sense. And there's his statistics on the back. He has a lot of courage, and everything else is about average. I don't know if that lines up with Sideswipe, but there you go. It also comes with instructions, which I had to check once because I forgot to flip his crotch around. So let's get into it. He is this size. I'm going to show you some comparisons later. He's small. I put a clear outline sticker on his chest because I think he looks like an Autobot. Now, because of the transformation, he's got really great posability. These arms are double jointed. He's got a regular elbow joint, and it also bends up again because he transforms with his arms tucked under there. This is a false little door handle here that actually just tucks up underneath. You can swivel his wrists. He comes with weapons. He comes with this little pistol here, which has paint on it. That's nice. And he comes with a shoulder gun, which is also painted, and it has a swivel joint on it. And that tabs in just to the behind his head here, like that. And it goes up and down, like I mentioned. Oops. Coming off, but yeah, swivels up and down, and he has a nice little painted face. He has little blue eyes and light piping. That little blue chunk actually fell out of his head when I took him out of the package, so I'm gonna put a little dab of glue in there, just a little drop. And he cleans up really nicely. I mean, he has very little kibble. This looks even better than the Masterpiece, I guess because he's kind of a flatter car. But yeah, really great. He has ankle pivots. Really nice angle pivoting. That's part of the transformation too, but I think, this is all designed on purpose. And his toes, of course, they're going to tuck in. Really nice looking figure. These are really becoming mini masterpieces, and I'm tempted to replace my whole collection because they take up less space. And once I put that Autobot badge on there, he just looks fantastic. He also even has an ab crunch. Now this crotch plate here kind of comes out. You can do it like that, or you can actually tuck it under if you just lift this out a bit. You can ab crunch him this way without having that. So really great posability. Knees 90 degrees. The only problem is this kind of comes untabbed. There's a tab on the back of his leg here that goes inside of this shin piece here, and it's just a bit loose. Maybe if I put some floor polish on it, that'll make a better connection, but I just find as I'm fiddling with him that comes untabbed, but he does pose very nicely. And for size comparison, here he is with some modern figures. Here he is with Power of the Prime's Spray. Here he is with some Hot Soldiers. Here he is with DX9 Galvatron. Here he is with Mega Bloks Beastman and Power of the Prime's Bomb Burst. Here he is with an Atari cartridge and a G.I. Joe figure. And here he is with Masterpiece Optimus Prime and some bric-a-brac. Nice silver painted headlights here, silver paint on his knees, black there. I'll go into more of that as I transform him, I think. So let's get him transformed so we don't keep this review too long. So we're going to flip this up, and you can see this also slides. This chest plate hood slides up and down. It has to slide down to, and flip out to clear his head. And then just goes back on top. There's a joint here. As these These arms need to fold up, and these wheels need to come out at the same time. And these arms just tuck. You gotta rotate this around. So you want that on the outside. Turn this into here. I don't think the hands have to be in any particular way. But let's see if I'm proven wrong here. I'm sorry this isn't going to be the best transformation guide. I'm sitting in a very uncomfortable angle here. But there, that goes in there. So that's the top, the front, pretty much done. Now this waist piece has to swivel around. This is the step I forgot. You have to flip his crotch plate down so it's on the bottom of the car. Otherwise the legs won't tab securely together. Oh, but we're not ready for that yet. We'll put his feet in here. And this part that I showed you before comes loose, but it slides right out. And then this is going to be the top of the trunk, and this swivels around. Now the feet, you kind of have to tilt them out so that you can swivel them back like that. Oh, and there's also a panel in here that we need to flip out as well. That's going to cover up the sides. Okay, that goes like that. And now there's a sliding joint here. This has to slide up over the thighs. Again, I apologize for the angle. There's the spoiler here you can flip out as well. Let me slide this up into place. I'll slide up, tap his legs together. Flip the spoiler around. These should go back into place here. Oh, I haven't got his foot in there. Now this is going to catch here, so I need to swivel it out a little bit to get it back under there. And snap it into place. Make sure that's out. Alright, and now you can kind of compress this back together and bring it down. This has to go on the side. This will snap into the roof here. Did you notice I said roof? And I'm Canadian. I didn't say roof. Roof? Rough? I don't know. I think people think we say that. But we don't. We talk like you. Alright. This part just takes a bit of massaging, I find. I think I've not slid this into place enough. This should go up higher. Let me check. Yeah, I didn't have this black section slid up far enough. Those need to go further forward. Now I can peg this back together. Not as hard as I'm making it look. Righto. And then just kind of get this. I don't know if this is supposed to be any tighter than it is. There's a bit of gappage in the spoiler here, but not the end of the world. Just kind of massage it in place. There we go. And there he is. Looking nice. Now, another nice bit of paint I wasn't expecting was down here underneath the bumper. This is painted red. You can see this is a gray plastic piece, but they've gone to the extra trouble to paint this red so you don't have a gray piece here, which is nice. It's not a perfect match to the plastic, but it is very close, and I appreciate that. These are painted in, of course. Even the exhaust tips are painted silver. Nice touch. Nice attention to detail. I really like it. I don't think there's any place to store his guns in car mode. But he rolls really nicely, even with that, even with the crotch on the ground. Cleans up great. And this is a really fun little car to have on your desk. At this size, he is great. I had him delivered to the office where I work, so I was actually playing with him during the afternoon, just rolling him on my desk like an idiot. And I might take him back to work, because he's just really fun to have. Really nice. The plastic feels like DX9. If you ever had a DX9 Legends size transformer, it feels like that. Oh, and you can kind of angle these. Let me straighten out these wheels. I guess you can turn them a little bit to make it look like he's turning, but they don't go very far. But yeah, it's got that kind of, I don't know how to describe it, sort of a soapy texture. It's a bit matte, you know, and not I mean, it's smooth. It's not coarse or anything, but it's got a bit of grain to it. I don't know. I call it soapy, I guess. But I'll tell you a secret. I kind of like that. It feels good. Yeah. I thought these legs should be more hidden, but it looks fine actually. I mean, they're just lying there, but as a car in the car mode, it just looks like it's supposed to be there. So for comparison, there's the Power of the Prime's Wind Charger and Brawn. He's maybe a bit smaller than those are. And there he's with a Seeker. That is a... oh gosh. I forget what company makes those. I'm sorry. In conclusion, he's great. Here's one more comparison. Yeah, I love it. If you collect these Legends scale figures, they're getting better and better. I think Magic Square is rolling out a whole bunch of characters from what they've shown online. I see a lot of new ones coming out, so I'm looking forward to those. I think I'll probably pick up a few more and keep them on my desk. It's just weird having these two parallel collections, you know, having the Masterpiece and then having these Legends scale figures too. So, like I said, I might take them to work with me, but I don't want to have them all over my desk because I need to pretend I'm professional and grown up. But they are great. So if you collect this size, I highly recommend that one. I found mine on TF Direct. And in case you were wondering, yes, I did go back and order the Guardian blue version. I love it. This asshole actually costs more than that one. And he was about $25, I think. So yeah, it's a recommend for me. As always, thanks for watching, and thanks for watching.